You know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
The story of how we got together.
It's actually obnoxious as fuck.
It
Actually.
really is.
You have more Hennessy than
I was just sitting here thinking about it, and it was just like, yo.
Because like when you replay it all, it's like, are you guys really swapping? Like, it's in the middle, guys.
No, I'm teasing
Listen,
him.
pour your troubles.
Yeah, right.
Don't tell her that. She got troubles.
No, I don't.
Troubles.
Anyway, welcome to another episode of Game Night with Mike and Nelly. This episode is our first part series of our Black Love series for Black History Month.
Black love.
So we wanted to acknowledge all of those couples that personify Black love. And
Right.
of course, I didn't have to look far.
Nah, not at all.
I did not have to look far for our guests. So in any episode I do on my podcast, I let the guests introduce themselves. So
I bet. I am Brooklyn Black, host of Pregame Radio, CEO of the Pregame Radio Network, and I'm here to show love with my lovely wife, Tasha.
And I'm Tasha. I am a host for the Realist Radio Show on the Pregame Radio Network. Plus, I have my own production company. And I just got done start filming my first episode for a series.
Nice.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, listen, plug away.
Oh,
Yes.
So we're gonna start out the episode. It's funny because we always talk about pre-production. So before we started rolling, we were talking about. I told them I was like, "Listen, I want to hear about your love story because I think it's so interesting." And then they pulled it back on us and was like, "We want to hear about yours." And I was like, "Oh, okay." But we're not gonna go first though because we're not the
Fine.
married ones.
Fine.
So
You know.
I want to know, how did you bag this lovely lady sitting across from me with your crazy ass?
Well, actually, I was the one bagged.
He was.
Oh,
I pursued.
Right. Now, what happened, what was it, about 5 years ago? I have someone who also works at the station, lady still, big shout Alex. She was putting together a web series, and she was holding the casting over at Brick. So everybody over in Brooklyn, they know about Brick. So we over there, and I walk in, she's there. You know, so I'm there for my friend, to help support. I'm not even focused on bagging her, nothing like that, you know. So we there shooting the shit, because at the time she had a whole ass fiance and shit. Yeah, she had a whole ass fiance at the time. And it was just progressed. And one day she came to hang out, and she hung out, and it was cool. Then the second time she came to hang out, and we Netflixed and chilled, and 5 years later, here's where we are.
So how long have you guys been married?
2 years.
Yes.
Just over 2 years.
Yeah, I let her tell it because
And it's funny because in the beginning, he would always remember how long, and I would forget. Now I remember, and he forgets.
And also, it just seems like because we gel and we're pretty much a tandem. Like we're always together, so it seems like the time just
Flies.
It's irrelevant. Like hey, how long have you been? Like, wow, really? It's only been. Oh, but we only been together really. Wow. So it's always like that because it really does seem like forever. But it's a good forever. It's like you've been doing this for a while. And it's like, when you lose track of time when you're having fun. That's what I attribute our relationship to be.
Yeah.
Because we're having a
We
ball.
have a lot of fun.
What's like the funnest thing you guys have done together?
I don't think it's happened yet.
Oh.
Well, so far, the funnest thing I think was the Florida trip.
Yeah.
That was the
Where'd you
funnest.
We
guys
went to
go?
Orlando for a weekend.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's up?
Disney World. We went to I don't know if you guys ever been, but you go to Orlando.
Well, yeah.
You come up
Yeah,
at the
I've been to
airport
Orlando.
and you go rent your car.
Yeah.
And, you want free tickets to Disney? Well, you gotta go see this presentation and that presentation. So we
Yeah.
went
Oh,
time
for the timeshare
Yeah, we went
stuff.
timeshare
Yeah.
shopping and shit.
Getting
Riding
our
around golf
tickets.
carts and all that.
Right.
So we did that, and we had Disney World, and we did a lot of shit for free. So that was.
He stomped the
What's
baby
up?
that day.
What?
I was hoping that wasn't brought up. I think that's why to her that's the funnest time we had there.
Oh,
sorry.
why?
It wasn't that I intentionally stomped a baby. I
No,
want,
he
I
did
want, I want the people thinking like I'm an intentional baby stomper. That's not what I do.
So
Okay?
wait, since I was a kid, right, when I was little, my parents took me and my siblings to Disney World, and we were in the Haunted Mansion. So since I was a kid, I've always been like, I gotta go back. So now all these years later, I finally get back to the Haunted Mansion. So I had to go. Right. So we're in the mansion. The first area of the mansion, the whole room goes dark and the floor starts to drop. I'm standing next to him. Next thing you know, I hear a baby scream. Next thing you know, he's snatching me, dragging me into the next room, talking about, I just kicked somebody's baby in. I'm like, wait, what?
Okay, let me add clarity. Okay?
I mean, it doesn't get any clearer than that.
It gets a little clear because it wasn't intentional.
It wasn't intentional.
Because you know, like she said, you walk in, it gets dark and the floor drops. Now, the only way you see light is at the top. Like, literally at the ceiling of the fucking room.
You can't see nowhere.
And at the time, I was wearing my my Superman socks. Anyone that knows me knows my sock collection is nuts. So I had Superman socks with the cape hanging. And I just felt something tugging at my socks. So I'm thinking it's part of the attraction. I want to grab everything like zombie hands or something. So I'm just, kicking, like, get off me.
Nah.
Next you know, I hear, oh shit, I kicked the shit out this baby.
But first of all, why is the baby so low like that? Like
By himself, right?
Right.
Yeah, like so off rip, like
Somebody
fucked up.
Yeah.
And it wasn't y'all.
No, it wasn't us, but I still won't let him live it down because it's the funniest thing
That's
ever.
hilarious.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Listen, you learn something every day. So now,
So every time that story comes up about Florida, she brings up stomping the baby. And there was
He's
an
the baby stomper.
yeah.
And there was actually
Nickname.
about going on 4 years ago coming up because we went in February, Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, okay.
No, it would be 5. No, it would be 4.
See, I lose track.
No, it would. Well, we weren't really dating then, so it was a little longer than.
So actually,
Like I
my
said, she had a whole
question
ass
into
fiancé.
okay. I'm
Yeah.
glad we brought that wrap around.
Hashtag side nigga
he
chronicle.
was the side. Yeah, he was the
Side
side
nigga
dude.
Wait, so
Side
how
Chronicles.
did that, from your perspective, like how was that for you? Like being like almost halfway, 1 foot in a marriage, 1 foot out, being a fiance.
Shoot, it was great for me. I was living my best life. Wait a minute now. So I was like, honestly, I was done with my ex. By the time me and him met, I was already done.
Checked out.
It was over.
Yeah, it was over. Me and him already had the conversation of don't be surprised if you see me happy with someone else. So he already knew it was coming.
What time it was.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he shows up at a casting that me and Alex was throwing. And I don't know, it was just like his vibe, his energy and everything. I actually liked him from the casting. And he told me the first time I gave him a ride home, he was like, I live right here. If you ever just want to come chill, just come up, whatever.
Trying to be platonic. I swear
Right.
to God.
That's
I was-
actually not platonic at all.
What? I said.
Actually, you know what? Oh, wait.
Wait, how is that not platonic?
Oh, no, wait, no. Because I did that.
Right.
So I take
So
that
it's
back.
just like, yeah. I was just like, yeah,
Never mind.
you can't really do
Because
that.
I did that.
But I didn't take
My
the
bad.
invitation right away. I
Yeah, it sounds like somebody else I know.
I jokingly I jokingly told him if I come, I'm gonna come with an attitude and no weed. So he was like, all right, cool. And I was just like, oh, word?
Give me 2 problems to fix. Fuck it.
Right.
I got both of them.
You know, shit, I got weed. That's it.
Right.
Once you smoke weed, the attitude's gone. So you know.
Ain't got to worry about it no more.
That is
Fact.
that is true.
That is true.
But then, was it like 2-3 weeks? Later, I finally took him up on his offer. We went to go hang out, and I had a good old time. I really did. He was such a gentleman. Like, he sat on that end of the table, and I was on that end of the table level of gentleman.
And this was before social distancing.
Before social
That
distancing.
became a thing.
Yeah. And he was, he listened to everything I had to say. He gave me good advice on stuff, things like that. So at that very moment, I was just like, he gonna be my side nigga.
Not even the
She
real
made it all.
nigga.
She made the choice for
Not
him
even
already.
The real nigga. You was just
That's
on the
what's up.
side.
Well,
Hey, I had a dope side nigga business going on.
he
prior.
did. He had other. I met
I had
and married a.
clients.
Well, now
He was
he's
side-
an
he was
ex-thot, a
side nigga
reformed
general.
guy.
I had clients.
Side
You had
nigga
clients.
I
general.
had clients.
He
Right.
really did though.
What?
He don't mind being a side nigga. That was
At the time, I was in my thought phase. I was about
Listen.
to hang it up.
There's
Like I'm
nothing
not.
Wait,
wrong with
so
it.
what? So how? Wait, ages.
Oh, I'm 26.
Wait, what?
Excuse me.
No, I'm lying. I'm 37.
I was gonna say, wait, you gonna make it look like I'm robbing the cradle over here. I'm 40.
Oh, okay. So she's older.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you made it seem like I was a bad influence. You tried to pull that.
Yeah, I was just a little bit smidge. I was looking for the window of opportunity,
Facts.
It was
and
me.
you snatched it from me. So at what moment? And then I guess Mr. Bostic can tell our side of the story. At what moment did you realize like this was the woman I was going to marry?
It was a point in time when I was I was in a dark ass place. I didn't want to be around no motherfucking body.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what, she fought to be in my face. Like
Right.
she fought, she scratched, she clawed to be in my face, and she wouldn't let me push her aside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she wouldn't let me stew in my own funk, and she wouldn't let me get all super depressed. And if she had to go grab one of my friends and make my friend bring her to my house so they can be in my business, and she did it. So she fought and she clawed, and I realized then, that's somebody I want around. And then as we started kicking it more, and she started bringing me out my dark place and out of my phone, like, yo, this is someone I really need to be with. And then as we got closer, and as her business started to grow, my business started to grow. Actually, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even had the idea to try to connect with the Drop It Tips podcast. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
thank you, girl.
So like she motivated me to expand and do better and be better, not even just for her, but just for me at the end of the day. So when you realize that, you got somebody like that, you don't want to pass that up. You don't want to let that go. You feel what I'm saying? So when the opportunity presents itself, you
jump on it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I had ordered the ring I was going to propose to her about a good month and a half before I actually proposed.
Okay.
I didn't even tell her nothing. But as soon as that shit came in the mail,
it was over with.
Yeah, and
that
you got
day.
the ring that I wanted. He
That
saw
day.
me going through rings, and I was like, oh my God, this is so
and she
pretty.
didn't tell me, hey, buy me this ring. I just saw it.
I
Got
was
the
just
order
like,
number.
look how beautiful this
Order
is.
had
See,
it.
that's
Order it.
why you gotta be. I'm learning. You gotta be careful what you say and how you say it, because when you think they not listening, they listening.
They listening.
So it's like I gotta
Yeah.
be careful what I say.
I was ecstatic when he showed up with that ring and got down on one knee. I was just like, oh my God, is this really happening?
Yeah, and I stayed on one knee for a little bit because I'm a little old and shit. But
Yeah, I had to pick him back up.
Exactly. That's the team effort.
right,
Yeah.
and someone's willing to do that, like shit.
Yeah, but it
Why
was,
not? Like we get money, we have fun, we meet other people, we meet other couples, we all do dope shit as like-minded individuals, like-minded couples. So why not?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It makes sense.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So how'd y'all hook up? Just saying.
So,
Did it take you by surprise?
the first time.
No.
No,
How?
only reason because even though I've never seen you two together, you guys look like you work. You know what I'm saying? For what I know about Bostic, he's a cool stand-up dude. As far as everyone that I know who knows him said about him, he's a great dude. He's a cool dude. And for what I know about him, just me and him interacting Facebook and legends and all that shit, I know he's a good dude. Nelly, I fuck with you the long way. So,
Right.
you know what I mean? So I see, I'm like, oh, okay. All right. And then when she hit me, oh, yeah, so me and Mikey are like, oh, she calls him Mikey.
So
And
it's
then,
fun
and
fact.
then he blamed me.
She has everybody calling me Mikey because only certain people call me Mikey. So
won't get
now
that shit
that's
from
my
me, man.
name. Like everybody calls me Mikey. I just go with it now.
You won't
She
get that shit from me, man.
She'll introduce me as Michael, but then when she talks to people about me, it's Mikey. So
Yeah.
everybody
I
calls
don't
me
know,
Mikey,
because
which
I'm
is
very
cool.
like proper. I'm like, look, this is Michael. Like,
Right.
Like niggas. I always growing up, I hated niggas that introduce themselves with nicknames. It's just like, grow up. What's on your birth? Like, I would literally tell niggas like, what's on your birth certificate? Because I don't do the
So I
nickname
couldn't
shit.
come up to you like, yo, what's good? My name is Mike Classic. What's the deal?
I would have been like, and what is your real name?
Actually, I got a funny story about that, too.
See,
So one day, we're about maybe, I think, a month or so into kicking it. She comes by. Mom is over. Mom's cooking up some shit.
I didn't know his
She
name.
rings the bell.
I just knew Brooklyn Black.
She rings the bell. So my mother goes to the door. So she said, hey, is Black here? She's like, and my mom fucking with her because by now everybody calls me Black.
Right,
they call
right,
her
right,
mama
right,
Black. So
right.
she hears Black. They know who the fuck.
Right.
So my mom wants to fuck because this is her first time meeting her. So she's like, who's Black? I ain't got no kid named Black here.
Yeah,
So I had my
that?
mom. So my mom has her stuff like a solid 5 minutes. Like,
because one, I'm a high respecter of parents.
Right.
So at that point, I felt like a little kid. Like I just disrespected this woman at her house. And so I'm there. I don't know what to call him because he didn't tell me his actual name. So I'm standing there like, she was like, no, I'm just messing with you. And here he comes down. I swear to God, I was about to go home. I'm going home. I'm going
and
home.
we still laugh about that to this day.
because actually that's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Mr.
Because like if
Plastic.
you go to my mom and go, hey, Mama Black, it's your
Right.
yes.
Mr. Plastic.
They do call my mom Mama Classic sometimes. So,
Really?
yeah.
I would definitely call your mom by her
So,
name.
start the game up, and then I'll tell the story.
Well, no, because I have to ask questions. Tell the Cliff Notes version of it, and then we'll start the game.
All right, Cliff Notes version is.
And don't lie.
We started talking after she came on the podcast. Shout out to KDK of Value Productions. She came on our podcast, and I was half asleep, so I didn't pay attention to her anyway.
At all.
But I was.
We were
because
on
I was doing overnights.
StreamYard.
I was doing overnight, so
And
when Katie woke me up,
Katie asked me, she said, "Oh, we want you to come on the podcast, talk
Right.
about wrestling, blah blah blah." I said, "Cool, not a problem. Talk about that like it's in my sleep." We get on. The first thing I said, "Oh, who's that cute nigga in the corner?" And I was like, "All right, whatever." Didn't think none of it. He
nigga
sleep.
Mike was asleep the
half the
whole,
damn
the whole
episode.
podcast, the whole stream. I was asleep.
Like
Because she could tell me stuff about that episode that I do not remember
yes.
at
at
all.
all.
It
So
happens.
I remember it was a post that was done somewhere, and I just kind of like eyed her, like did a little emoji eyes or whatever. And so then she just comes into like for the whole day. I think that was like early in the day. So for the whole day, I'm like, yo, should I try to holler or whatever? And then here she comes like at like 8 o'clock at night. So what you was looking at me for? And then we just started kicking it from there. We just started really kicking it from there. And then she invited me to the crib, and I was just like, yo, does she want me to smash or not? Like, am I just going over there? Not thinking about COVID.
Right.
Not thinking about COVID.
Yeah.
We can't go nowhere.
That was me the
my first
second
thing is
time I
like-
went to go
my
hang
first
out
thing
with
is just like, yo,
him.
why is she inviting me to her house? Does she want to smash? And so I went over there without any expectations, whatever, and we sat and we just chilled and we vibed, and it was just such a dope, like, experience, especially coming
Nice.
out, just me coming out of a
Yeah.
divorce and everything like that. So
Right.
it was like, yo, this was dope to the point where I had to go because she was kicking me out because a homegirl was coming through, and I didn't want to leave because I was just like, yo, I don't want to leave this vibe.
She
You
was
know
like,
what
your
I'm saying?
Uber's outside.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because he drives. So my homegirl, it
I
was
had
a
pulled
Friday
up.
night.
Oh,
It was a
man.
Friday, and it was random because then he was free. And he was like, "Oh, I could come through." So I said, "Cool, not a problem. Come through." We spent the whole day together, watched TV, watched network, just watch
The
mad shit.
network.
And
Right.
then my homegirl was supposed to come over to watch SmackDown with me. So it's like 7 o'clock, and I was just like, "I
Like,
don't want you to
you
go,
gotta
but
go.
we gotta wrap this up."
So then it
Right.
was like for 2 weeks, we didn't see each other. We talked daily. And then I was just like, you know what? This 2 weeks shit not going to work. And then after that, I just seen her more regularly.
Yeah, at least
kinda, like,
I would
made
say
it
twice
happen.
a week.
It's that
Yeah,
vibe
just
that
kinda-
you're left with.
Yo, I mean, the vibe was just dope. That's why when I hear your story, it's so close to ours. It's
Yeah, I
like,
was sitting here like, "Oh my god!"
right. Right. I was just like,
Because he'll say I made the first. Because we argued about that for the longest. So I was like, I didn't make the first move.
Oh, she so made the first
I
one.
made
I'm
that.
not-
Listen,
then-
I'm one
Like,
of those people.
oh,
I'm
wait, how-
grown.
how-
If
how-
I want it, I'm
how-
gonna say I want it when
I
I
said,
want it.
how explicit can we get? Because
Oh, you
It-
can
it
go
was
ahead.
explicit.
Because like I said, we had Netflix to chill and whatever, and you know, me, I'm a person. Y'all know me. I'm humble. I'm modest as fuck. You know what I mean?
Right.
So if she's like, "Oh, I heard you got a big chest," I'm like, "Man, I got a little dick. You know, you don't want none of this. You know, it's
right.
So she's like, "Pull your dick out."
I was like, show
Oh.
me.
Oh,
Hey, you gotta
okay.
say it. Let me see.
Nah,
Let
she
me.
didn't pull it out with me. But
So-
she did come with some little ass shorts. And I was like, yo. So it was funny, right? She come
Here
through.
we go.
I come to the door. She comes to the door. Whatever. She walk up the stairs. She turn around. I was like, oh, because it's funny because I'm not even an ass man like that
At all. He said that.
Not
from the
even
beginning.
from jump. But I was like, yo, I'm finna be one now. The fuck?
Oh my
I was
God.
like, yo, so she walking up the stairs. Then her little ass, she thinks she's slick. She walking back and forth in the crib.
Oh,
With the little
Finding
ass
random
shorts
things to
on and
pick
shit.
up.
And I'm just sitting here like,
pick up, real
I
to
was
wipe
like,
down.
I was
And
like,
I'm
do
just
you, I was
sitting
like,
here
do you
like-
want something to drink? Like,
and she
Oh.
just, but that thing moving. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
yo, dude, it's still in my head. Yo, do she want me to smash or not? Because nigga, ready to go.
You about to run the
You know what I'm
street.
saying? But yo, that thing, I was like, whew. To this day, I'd be like, whew.
Oh my God.
Baby, pull them shorts out.
She ain't wore them shorts since.
No.
She ain't wore them
Oh,
shorts.
I bought her
Shit.
multiple pairs of them hot pants shits. Oh.
Yeah.
Because I already know what type of time it is. And okay, to be fair, I purposely did.
Right.
Wear those. I will admit to that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even, but like he said, it was just a vibe. We chilled. Like, and it actually took us a few times to even get to the point to actually have a kiss. So that was that
Right.
point. And then, so that was like what, August, and then my birthday was September.
She was just on some. So the next time I see you, we're just gonna kiss.
Yeah,
And I was
like let's just get this out. Let's
okay
get this
with
awkward
it.
moment away from each other. And then my birthday rolls around, and I'm like, all right, come to the party, meet my friends, all of my close friends, because once again, we still live in the COVID times.
Right.
But the place I had got in Brooklyn was outdoors, so it was fine. But the max was 30, and I was just like, that's a hard number for me because I know way too many people.
Right.
But and then once again, we're only like maybe month and a half, and then talking to each other. So I'm worried about him being comfortable around my people, and then I know how they are, and they'll all be like, well, who this? What he doing here? All type of questions. But actually, everybody vibed with him. Everybody enjoyed him. And even to this day, like, the boys, like, fuck with him hard. Wilkins told me for the first time the other day, he was like, he's the only person I ever really liked that you've been with. I was like,
He said that the other night.
Yeah,
when we was
I
at
said,
the house.
but he called me and told me that when we were having a
yeah?
conversation. I was just like, bro, you definitely could have told me. You could have warned me about a whole bunch of
Other
niggas
niggas before.
Thanks. A lot.
Nah, I really.
But that's what the best friend is for, though.
Right.
That's trash.
I
But
think
anyway.
I think it was one of those things where I really vibe with people in general.
Yeah.
So it was like I didn't have any problem going in there and meeting her friends or whatever, and I just kind of just sat off to myself, and then everybody just kind of gravitated towards me and whatever, and it just kind of made it easier to vibe.
Yeah.
And it's just like I said, like all her friends is cool. I fuck with everybody. Like everybody's
So,
just
yeah, so
really
he's
dope
into
and
the
accepting and everything
realm.
like that.
Because that's also hard. But anyway, let's start this game. So tonight's game, we're going to play Bad Choices. I picked this on behalf of Brooklyn Black because I know he makes a lot of bad choices.
I do, but I was
So-
definitely down to play some CeeLo or some Spades.
we can do CeeLo thing anytime.
Listen, he's been talking about that for
Anytime.
I don't even know.
CeeLo
That's
with
why.
some
That's
dominoes.
Look, I asked like, yo,
Anytime.
can we play hood games?
Anytime.
He did hear me up. He was like, I said, no.
Nah, hood games we gotta play. We
Listen,
gonna get
you
some
can
people,
have
we gonna
you can have a hood
shake it
game
up.
episode, and you could do that.
Oh, I'm back for it.
But also tonight's drink is Hennessy.
Nah, that's the
Of
only
course,
drink.
cousin, yeah.
That's the only
Hennessy.
drink.
Don't blame me because he loves his shit. He loves
So-
his shit too.
No.
Fun fact-
So no.
Fun fact about us. One time we was chilling and we went about 3/4 of a bottle of the big
one.
bottle.
We finished the bottle.
Just going
Oh,
shot for
we
shot
shot
one
for
night.
shot.
Just
Oh,
3/4
shot
of the
for
bottle,
shot?
and
Yeah.
I don't
Nice.
think we've had Hennessy.
And we
since.
haven't done that since. Like
We haven't-
So like it was once again it was another random ass Friday, and I had to. I think I did have to work the next morning, but we were chilling. We watched SmackDown. We were playing music,
Right.
chilling, and then we were playing because our favorite game is Uno, so we'll play Uno together.
Oh.
So we were playing Uno, blase. Then we just started going shot because I'm super competitive. So that's one thing
And I'm
about
super
us.
competitive.
We're both competitive. So it's just like, oh, you
won?
gonna take a shot?
You did not win that. We both tapped out. Don't even do that.
Y'all both
so
woke
both
up
tapped
like,
out. Cause we both woke up like we're not doing that shit no more.
No, so then we woke up the next morning. It was just like this was probably
that was a
bad idea.
really bad.
But it let us
But
know.
I definitely
like,
wasn't
all
gonna
right.
let her outdrink me. Not
At
on
least
no
you
Hennessy.
survived it.
And
Right.
I wasn't gonna let him outdrink me. The fuck
The
you
big
think this is?
bottle.
All right. So once again, Bad Choices is basically a spin version of Never Have I Ever.
Okay.
So I'll ask a few questions and then we'll go into the topic real quick. So have you ever brought nothing to a BYOB party but still enjoyed what everyone else brought?
Absolutely.
If you have, you gotta take a drink. That's it.
Wait, what is it? Have you ever brought?
Have you ever brought nothing to a BYOB party but still enjoyed what everyone else
I
brought?
am
I've
the
never
present,
done that.
goddammit.
I've never done that.
You never done that?
Nah.
You can say I am.
I
always-
do that.
I always come
You
with
know why I
something.
do that? Because every time we throw events, you don't never got to bring nothing.
Right.
So
Right.
if you
Like,
invite
we
me
have
to
to-
your
we supply-
BY, I'm
we
not
supply
bringing.
everything.
Listen, you done been to 7 barbecues,
That
done
you done
drank
been
how
to,
many?
right.
Right, I didn't already brought my own. Now
Like,
I'm coming to eat your stuff.
Even if it's something small like that, like I'll
Like a
bring
skirt-
it and
fucking
I'll put
skirt
it on the
stick is
table, and if
$80.
nobody
Yeah.
touch it, I grab it back.
No, I
Okay.
never
You know
grab
what
the
I'm
liquor
saying?
back.
I always grab it back.
Oh,
Like,
it
if
depends
I
on
bring
whose
something
house.
like that,
It worked.
if they don't touch
Depends on
it, nobody
who else.
open it, nothing like that, I'm taking it back because that's for me.
So like Britt would have like game names, so we've done stuff like that, and if like I brought a bottle, it's like I'll bring like more than one, but then whatever one is not open, like the Moscato, like we have our favorite Moscato, and I bought 2 bottles. I was like, you can keep one, but I'm taking one back home.
Yeah,
That's fine.
always.
Correct.
Always $2.
If you were single, would you ever sleep with someone who was married?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Well, that's why I'm with this
If,
motherfucker
listen,
over here now.
if I was single and I wanted, I'm gonna get it.
Basically,
Wow.
I ain't trying to marry you. I just
Right.
Like shit, when you thought, you
You
thought.
guys,
That's it.
Yeah.
Thought boy
Listen,
shit.
Out
sometimes
here.
hooking
Shout
up
out
with
to
a
Coney
married
Brooks on
person
the Thought
saved
Boy
that
shit.
marriage. You never know.
I like the positivity in that thought because I don't think it has.
It could.
It could.
It really could. If the person cheating
Not-
finds the right person, to cheat with, they have no problems. They can come like, oh, I'm here because I'm stressed out about my spouse. And after you get you some,
But
give
see,
some advice.
I got to a
Send 'em
point
home.
where,
Like her.
but I got to a point where it made me confused, and it made me wonder, like, okay, why are you so unhappy? Like, it just didn't make sense after like a few years. I'm telling on myself, sorry, but anyway. But it confused. It got to a point where I was confused. I was just like, I don't understand how you're driving 2.5 hours, 3 hours to come all the way to come see me, come fuck with me, and you are in a whole ass. I never got the pieces of that. I was just like, why are you so unhappy?
So I'm guessing.
That you should be quiet.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
That
Wait,
was
who did you
Connecticut?
think? Yes.
Okay.
Oh, was it you?
No.
No.
So I had to make sure because so not fun fact, but not
Fun
funny.
fact.
But the last few individuals I've like either dated with or fucked with actually had either been married or was married.
Mm-hmm.
So coming into meeting him, I was just like, nigga, is you really divorced? Because I can't do this again.
Right.
You need to see paperwork.
I was almost at that point, but I think because Mikey's been so open and honest from the start of, even before we started fucking with each other like that.
That's the key, though.
It was
I came in telling her everything that I've been through,
Right.
everything that I
table.
expect. Like,
Right.
I just threw everything out there. I was just like, yo, listen, I totally understand if you can't, but this is what I've been through. This is what I'm going through. This is who I am at this point in my life. So if you can't fuck with me, then I understand. But
in
I
the
need you
same
to fuck with
breath.
me.
But in the same breath, at the time, I low-key was trying to stop fucking with somebody else.
And I had no respect for it at
all.
I kept on going. And she told me from the jump, like, yo, I'm kind of talking to somebody.
Yeah, give a shit.
I was like,
oh well, you're talking to
I
me.
had no
now,
respect.
so-
I had
Saying
no
it was
respect
on the
for it.
rocks.
Not even just. I just knew what I wanted
Right.
at that point. Like I was just like, yo, she's dope. Like I'm not gonna give that up because some niggas, whatever.
Being an ass, you know, like.
And the individual didn't live in New York, so it
Right.
also was.
So that even
Off
just
rip,
threw
he
my
was
That's just what you right in front
respect
of the
out the
fucking
window.
line.
I was like,
it did a little bit, but
it's like,
anyway.
hey, come fuck with this Queens nigga real quick.
Have you ever pretended to be asleep while someone was having sex in the same room? Wow.
That's because that was more than once.
Wow. I love that I'm learning something new every day, guys. Have you ever had a threesome?
Wait.
Wait,
Nigga said wait.
with the current? My current? Oh.
It's a general
General.
statement.
Right.
Like, you just fucked me up just now. General statement.
That's literally a whole nother topic.
Wow.
Definitely,
if we got
definitely
time.
a whole
If
nother
we got
topic.
time.
If we got time.
We don't really.
We haven't even gotten into the freaking topic yet.
No.
Y'all might have to have us back
Y'all might
on
have to
again.
come back.
Yeah.
We coming
That's
back.
a
We'll come
fact.
back.
Nah,
Because there's like different lifestyles.
Yeah, we
With us.
we got a totally extra echelon to our shit.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas on a different level.
Listen,
Just
I'm
know
all for it.
I'm all
listen.
for it. For them, I'm not.
Don't get yourself in
No,
trouble now.
listen. We don't have to talk about our shit. We
Don't
just
get
talk
beat
about
up.
my shit because I got stories for days.
Days. However, comma though, I'm selfish as fuck. So no.
Oh,
yeah.
on that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
She,
Oh no. You don't have to worry about that. I didn't like it the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't with it the first time.
Whether
I'm
it's
not-
a Virgo
I-
belongs
I-
to a Virgo, and Virgos don't share.
And I'm also being a Scorpio. I don't like to share either. So
I will rather buy you whatever it is thought you wanted to share with me before I share with you. I will buy it. I have no problem doing that. But that's another reason why this one was like, oh, you really fuck with me because I don't share. So everyone that knows me knows I don't share food. I don't share none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I started sharing with
one
this
day
nigga over
I
here.
asked her for something. I said, yo, let me get a bite of that, and she was like, yeah.
Wow.
But now she don't give me no problems. Like I'll be like, yo, let
She
me get a
probably
bite,
be
and she just
expecting
give
it.
it to me.
Yeah.
Or she'll ask me. She was like, yo, let me try that, and
Yeah,
I'm like,
okay.
okay. Like she asked me the other day, and like in my head, I was like, whoa.
Oh God, that's
I was like,
that's such a
whoa.
slippery slope.
Yeah, I was
That
like,
is
whoa.
such a slippery slope. You will never
I was
have
like,
anything to yourself
and
again.
I didn't say anything about it. It was the other day. I think it was
What did we
Chinese
eat?
food,
Oh.
Then
What
we-
did you have?
chicken and fries.
Oh.
Or it might have been
It
the time
wasn't
before that
that.
because we have like
I
so
don't
every
want
time I
that.
come over, we have like a list of things that we eat. So it'll be like this week it'll be White Castle, next week it'll be pizza. We always have a Hooters night,
have
so
a
we
Hooters
always
night.
order Hooters,
Nice.
So now
Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Like we'll do
Wow.
shit like that. Like every time I come over, like every Mikey Monday, we have Mikey Monday.
Yeah.
Mikey Monday.
So
Something
It's a
pick out
must.
Monday Night Raw.
hashtag Mikey Mondays.
Correct.
So,
So, but then but then we don't.
I don't
end
know.
up
I don't remember
getting
what
to
it
the
was that I
intervals.
had. We
Stupid.
had 2 different things, and she said, "Oh, let me have a bite of that." And I was just like, I sat back. I gave her a bite, but I was just like, "Whoa!" She just asked me for a bite of my food. I know she would never
Felt
do that.
super special.
So I was like, "Oh yeah, she fucks with me. Like, yeah, that's cool." Like,
Oh, Lord.
That's fucking
holla
what you
at
go
your
on with,
boy.
kid.
She
Wait.
fuck with a nigga real hard.
Oh my God, so dramatic. Would you? And I'll do 2 more questions. So this is the second to last. Would you marry for money?
If I was single and it was one of those people that wanted to be in the country,
90-day fiance is what you're telling me. Sis.
yes.
I
I will
don't
marry
think I
you to
could
help
do
you
that.
get a green card, but I don't want
Terrible.
you. I don't want you.
I'm dead. All right, last question before we get into the next topic. Have you ever had sex with someone 10 years older than you? Drink.
That's not fair.
Life's not fair.
That's totally not
Life's
fair.
not fair.
I don't even want to
you-
drink
you-
anymore.
You know, that put me on the
She
spot with
picked that
one.
question. So
I did
funny
it,
story
didn't I?
about me because I'm super transparent. I had sex with somebody that was like 55 or some shit like that. Like back when I was like in my late 20s.
But did she
So-
look good?
No,
Oh shit.
not at all.
That
But
was that
you-
was
you-
just
you
to
need
get
your
one
rent.
off.
I was just trying. I was
You
just trying
need,
some
your
shit.
rent, you need your rent paid or something?
No, I was just trying some shit. I was just trying some shit.
He didn't even
I was just
get
trying some shit.
any no benefits.
Nothing,
out
no
of
benefits
that.
out of it. No benefits out of it.
You didn't
I
get
was
a
just trying-
PlayStation,
So she was
nothing?
talking. She was talking shit. She was talking wild shit. Like she was like about it, and I was like, "Yo, I want to see."
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Was she though?
nah, not at all. It was
Damn.
terrible.
You can't
Super
be
trash.
older talking
I was
shit and
low key
can't-
mad.
And trash.
Low key mad at myself
Yeah.
that it was trash.
Disappointing.
She
Yeah,
was
that's-
what 55, I think 56, something like that. She was just low key.
That's
Oh,
bad
well.
side nigga etiquette, dude.
You need, first of all, you at this point need to really write like a blog about side nigga shit. That's funny. I did not. That's why I was interested. I was like, I know they're married.
I was
all
actually
about
funny
it. And
thing
I'm
is
just
I was
thinking,
actually
like,
thinking
these
of
niggas
doing
is-
a animated series called Side Nigga Chronicles.
I think you should.
I like that idea.
I was
Because there's
actually-
a lot of
yeah.
niggas that are side niggas.
Mhm.
I agree.
Yeah, and you know they need to be showing the way because they be fucking up.
Side niggas don't know what the fuck to do, bro. You have to play your fucking role. We should be talking. This should be the fucking topic. God damn it.
That
Side
should be a
niggas need to
whole
know
nother
they role,
podcast.
bro.
That's a whole different episode.
The
though.
Side Nigga
Right.
episode.
Them,
Sign me
but
up. I'm
side
coming back
niggas need
for
to
it.
know they role, bro. Stop falling in love. Why you falling in love?
Nah,
Unless
'cause it-
both of y'all is just on that type of time. But
Right,
if you gonna be a
'cause
side nigga, be a side nigga.
sometimes being the side, you actually find your soulmate,
Right.
but they're
that's
just with
fine.
somebody else.
But then,
but
but
it doesn't
then a lot
happen
of times
unless you're
side
playing
niggas
your position. Because if
side-
you're playing
right.
your position, then the promotion comes naturally.
I'm just trying to figure out why these side
Yo,
niggas
he
be
dead
pillow
ass
talking.
played his position. Like I got sick one time, and my ex was not taking care of me. He was walking on eggshells, like I don't want to do this. I don't want to hurt you. I'm like, do something though, because you're just walking past me.
Right.
So I text him like, yo, if I could get up out of bed right now, I would come. Whatever. He waited a couple of days so I can actually move. Came, brought me chicken noodle soup, this big tall thing of chicken noodle soup and everything.
You know, from the
Came-
bodega.
Yeah.
Right. Came to where I was at and everything like that. That was like signs. Those were like the early signs. Like one thing my mother taught me about a man, if he really wants you, he'll show up for you.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
And
Nigga, I
he
went to
showed
the
up.
P's and I don't even
He-
live
yeah,
there.
I was staying in the projects at the time. He showed up for me, and then he continued to do so. No
Right.
matter what it was. Oh, I'm doing this. He was there. Shoot, we even filmed Alex's series in my place with my last dude, and he even came through to that not wanting to. He was like, nah, that's weird.
It's wild, yeah.
Right, but he still
It's
came
not
because
Like that's
Wow,
wow.
he fuck with
like,
you.
It's
it
not,
was a
though.
part of the
Let me
series.
tell
though.
you,
He was
my
a part of the
birthday. Let me
set.
tell you, my birthday brunches. Messy as fuck. I will have niggas.
I
done
never got
fucked
an
with
invite, so I
all
didn't.
year
Right,
long.
right.
It's
I
okay.
didn't know her then, so I don't
It's
know.
okay. This year it would
Can we
have
do
been
one?
dope. Well, I'm not gonna do a messy brunch anymore because I had a whole nigga. Like, doesn't know.
But that's
No,
the fun
it
of
can
it.
still be, it can still be messy.
No.
Y'all can
I
host
can still
it.
be messy. I'm here for the messy.
No.
You know I'm here
both
for the
host
messy.
it.
We are here for.
Yo, that would be
we
dope.
Low
Let's
key are
host-
messy as fuck.
here.
Yo, me and her are messy.
And we will
as
shoot that
fuck.
shit. We will
Yeah.
shoot that shit.
Yes.
No,
And-
No. If it's messy, I don't think they want to film it.
First of all,
no.
I'm gonna just
Yo,
go
Mike,
back
let
to
us shoot
this.
your next music video, dude.
Ooh.
Yes, we
You
could
shoot
definitely do it.
videos. You shoot video?
Yes, we do.
There you go.
Okay, we're gonna have a conversation. I'm gonna hit you
Anyway,
up. After all this,
so
done,
real quick, the topic that was supposed to be
Yes.
was picked by clearly not you because you're
My
not the
wife is
brains
you.
of the operation.
I'm not by a
So
long
tell
shot.
the listeners and viewers what was the topic you came up with because I can't give you credit for that. even though he tried. And I was like,
I did.
You know what's crazy? Because I brought it up and I keep forgetting what it is. So what was the topic?
I mean, I know it's about communication.
Misconceptions.
First of all, I
And
just want to point out
misconceptions
that
and
these
miscommunications.
questions that she asked, she did not drink at all.
Because I didn't do it.
So she definitely just like picked questions
I
that,
did
she
That
not.
did not
have
apply to her.
drink at
'Cause
all.
I'm
Because
smart.
even this freaking where's the question at? This here?
This one?
No,
I
that
was
wasn't
single.
it.
No, I did drink to this
No,
one. 'Cause I've done that.
where's the other one at? You didn't even put it in.
Threesome
here.
one?
No,
These
the
are
one
the
with the
only
old, with the
ones.
older 10 years older shit.
Oh,
She
you supposed
did.
to
She
drink for
definitely
that.
did that for me to drink.
Shoot, I was on both sides. I had 10 years older and 10 years younger.
ooh,
Wow.
swaggy.
Not me though.
All right, so go ahead.
Clearly.
I'm sorry.
So, you guys brought up, I guess we'll blanket it and just say communication because
Right.
it's one of the things in a relationship that is super beyond important because if you have that lack of communication and you don't understand each other, then you can't really fuck with each other. At that
Facts.
point.
Pretty much.
So, as a married couple, what are some tips you would have in regards to how you guys communicate? Because I already know he's not probably the easiest person.
No,
but
he actually.
I would think he would be though.
Why?
I would think he would be.
Yo,
I'm not gonna hold
maybe
you.
because I know I'm not.
I swear, yo, Nelly thinks I'm the worst person.
No,
ever.
I-
No, I don't think you're the worst.
One
No.
thing I've learned about this man is he is the go-to when you are stressed out, when you are sad, when you're upset. His phone goes off, and I'll wake up to him giving somebody good advice. You know, that's the one thing. One of the things that I really, really love about him. No matter what your mood is,
Right.
if you bring it to him, he'll fix it, regardless to what it is.
I might use weed, I might not. But
He might.
It's
he
okay.
might.
Listen,
Nothing
it's
wrong with
all
weed.
right.
Listen,
But
we're weed
the
advocates over
thing
here.
about misconceptions in communication, especially with our type of relationship, because she could say something and I could totally hear it and think it means something else.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, you guys fuck with me on Facebook when New Year's and it was like, hey, she said I can't go. What does that mean?
Right.
Or
I remember
go.
that.
Or
That's
she,
like
remember
him
that.
telling me
Or-
no, and I'm like,
or she would go and see
I-
what
I-
happens.
That's why I was
It's
like,
not registered.
player, don't do it.
You know,
Don't
so
do it.
So it's like I went anyway, but it's it's
Right.
one of
did.
those things to where you have to really make sure you guys are clear because, like I said, our type of relationship, like not to put all out, but you know, we actually have a girlfriend outside of our joint.
yeah, we got
Alright.
wifey,
So
Ooh.
right, so it's more so
Spicy.
we
That's
have
his
Fatty
own talk
too.
shit.
baddie.
so
All right, we may have to record next week. Just keep that in mind.
so you know
I'm
we
with
have
it.
to keep those lines of communication open. We have to be clear.
Right, right, right,
You
right,
feel what
right.
I'm saying? Because what I tell the next shorty and what I tell her,
Have to coincide.
they have to coincide. So therefore, they don't think I'm being what's the word, shiesty or
Right,
trying to
right,
be
right,
having,
right,
trying to be
yeah,
a
no.
player like
Advantage.
that.
Right.
Our wifey
And
is
they
was
talk.
his pick.
And they talk on their own, outside
Yeah.
of me.
We communicate
So
back
they
and
have
forth.
their
We text. We
own
have each other's number. You
relationship.
know, we talk, we chat,
So
we
that-
ha
yeah.
kiki
And
kiki,
then
and he
we
don't even know
all
what's going
get
on.
together and we'll.
This,
you know what I'm
this,
saying?
this is a whole new layer to this whole
So,
shit right
so
there.
it's
First
pretty,
off of that.
but it's
Whole
just,
new.
wait, but it's just pretty much that as long as you are clear
right.
Yes.
and you're honest in your attention. So like she'll go, oh, who you text? Oh, I'm sending Danielle the video of what we did last night, you know, and she's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Or I'll look up and I'll see him like, oh, and I'll be like, you looking at booty, ain't you? He be like, yeah, look.
and, you know, so
Well, you know, I'm seriously, I'm the same way. Like the other day, my baby mom said, she was like, "Yo, I had FaceTime her, or she had FaceTime me, whatever the case was, she was calling to see my son or whatever." And she was like, "Oh, look at you looking handsome." So the first thing I did was, I was like, "Yo, what my baby mom's calling me handsome for?" Because she hasn't done that in years.
oh
Like,
man, that's
years.
like a tactic.
You're happy.
So I hit her. I was just like, "Yo, so what my baby mom's calling me handsome for?" But I told her just to be super transparent. Like I just want her to know, like, yo, you don't have to worry about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like on some, like really, I try my best because that's what I lacked in my marriage was communication. So with her, I'm just super open. I'm
Which
super
honestly
like I
gives
just tell her
me
everything.
the security
It
that
gives
I
you the
think
peace of
I
mind, right?
need.
I tell I like
Yeah, and it's a peace of
everything that
mind
happens
because,
in my
like,
day.
For me, like
She
messing
knows.
with someone, you know, whether it was, you know, someone that was married or used to be married or is married, like all the above. So like you have those low key insecurities. It's like, well, am I good enough? Can
Yeah,
can
you
I
gotta be
fulfill
put
the
at
person?
ease.
You know, those things. So like when he is like, that's one of the number one things, you know, that I love about him is that he is absolutely open and honest from even day one. Like this is my life. These all the cards.
Right here they
Take
go.
them.
Right.
If
but
you want,
you want to notice one thing I've learned about life and happiness. The minute you find happiness, all the potential friends, potential
absolutely.
guy, potential girl, all them all of a sudden find you extremely gorgeous.
Yo.
And
Absolutely.
they want to, because I told him that. I was like, watch, all the chicks that friend zoned you, all the chicks that you hooked up with and might not have taken you serious, even the ones who, played you.
They
Watch
still
how-
don't like my ugly ass. I'm just
Right. I've had women. I
but
just
it's still
recently had
about that.
somebody
It's
block
still
me.
about that chase. It's still about
They'll
that.
come
like,
back.
oh.
Like me, it's funny because one of his best friends' name is Stormy, right? She used to live around the block from us. We were hanging out and we had some friends over. And while two of them were outside, they were like, yo, this slim girl just walked up asking for black. So in my head, I'm thinking it was his best friend, Stormy. So I'm like, oh, no, that was just Stormy, whatever. But I was curious to why she didn't come in.
Right.
When he told me maybe 3 months later, he was like, nah, that was the chick I was smashing before you. And I didn't quite tell her I had a girl till the night she showed up. And we had just hooked up. But he
Hey.
probably, it's one of those, because
It's
he
one of
was,
those clients that fell by the wayside.
he's
She wasn't in
client.
contact.
No,
You wasn't
right.
in communication with her, but
Right,
today.
she had popped
Right.
up.
Yeah, so I get that.
She had
Yeah.
popped up. So I was like,
That's
oh
on her
shit.
then.
right,
Like, oh shit, she's here. Yeah.
right.
Ooh.
Because they was like she was slim and she was cute. So I'm like, yeah, that's Stormy.
Yeah, damn sure wasn't her.
It wasn't Stormy. It was not her.
at all.
It
was
wasn't.
not.
Mm-mm.
But no, I mean, I definitely think communication is definitely a pillar.
But
in
it's not even that.
relationship.
It's not even communication because you guys can talk at each other all fucking day.
All day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But it's the fact that what you say he understands and what you say she understands.
Yeah.
And you understand it on the level that you meant the words to be at.
That's what
Right.
I say. I say that all the time. I said the two basic things you need is communication and comprehension. I said those are the two basic things you need in a relationship to make it work. Because you can communicate all you want, but if you're not understanding what I'm saying,
It makes
Right.
no
It
sense.
makes no sense.
You can
Yeah.
talk to the
None.
wall.
all day. But I think they about to kick us out.
So, like I said, I want one
Y'all gotta come back.
piece of advice.
Yes.
I'll be back.
First of all, y'all, why y'all
Because
don't
this
do a
was-
show together?
This
That's
was
weird.
interesting as fuck, and I
Because
didn't
we're
think it was
not
gonna
trying
go
to.
that way.
Because okay.
People
the reason
expect
why we
us
don't
to.
have right.
Really?
The
Yeah.
reason why we don't have a show is because that's what people want.
Ah.
And
people
at
think-
the fact that me at the top of the
Maybe.
network,
Not
and
now,
her
though.
and her at the
Okay.
number 3, because people are like, yo, why she's not your number 2?
Right.
But even that, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want no one to say, oh, he's doing this because she's
Getting
his
this
wife.
preferential
Yeah,
treatment.
but
right,
I'm
right,
not that
right,
type
right.
either.
right.
Because
She's not the
when
type,
me
but
and
I
him
don't want
met,
that narrative put out there.
him and Alex already had pregame radio established. I was
Right.
not coming in there for nobody's job. I came in there as a host of a show idea that I had for a long time, been trying to kick off the ground. Alex, she's one of my right hands. I love that girl to death. Even if it wasn't her and anybody else, I ain't there to take your job. That's just not what I do.
Right.
When I became a part of the network, like behind the scenes, he gave me the rundown. This is this person, this is, whatever, and you fit in right here because you just got here. I accepted my job. The only time I threatened to come after somebody's job is because they was lacking. And I told him, I was like, I'm doing so much work, I'm coming for your job.
Oh, does that sound
And then she subsequently got
familiar?
it.
Yeah, I ended up getting it.
Does that sound familiar?
That's what we gonna do.
No, I just asked a question.
First of all, I done drank too much Hennessy. So we
That's
gotta
your
cut
problem,
this shit short
not
because I'm trying
mine.
to get to the crib.
Oh, her
Follow
turn.
me on Instagram, Brooklyn _.
Change the subject.
Totally
I'll try-
co-signed him. He's like,
I'm
I'm
trying
trying
to
to go
get
home.
I'm trying to get to the crib. I done
Tryna
drank too
go
much Hennessy.
home.
Look,
Oh,
shorty,
that Henny, yeah, I know
And
that
Janelle
vibe.
over here looking like a whole snack.
Follow me on Instagram,
So-
follow us.
Oh my God.
It's cute.
Big
I
shout
love
out
it.
to
Black
the-
love. It's
big
amazing.
shout out to everybody.
No,
Yeah,
so
black
that's
love's
the
a great
thing.
thing,
It's
man.
like I just never, we always joke about it. I'm like, yo, at the time of like my life, like I was in a long distance relationship. The last relationship I had almost a year and a half ago, and took me out. Like totally took me out of the gate. Like I was just like,
Wasn't
fuck
that shit
everyone.
expensive?
No,
Long distance, like
Nah,
as far as
not
travel.
bad.
This is Carmen San Diego.
Nah,
right
it's
here.
not that bad. It's not
Okay.
that bad.
Don't
Listen,
have to
I
worry
always
about
find
Yeah, she's always somewhere.
I took a one day like surprise him on his birthday, and didn't cost me no more than under $200. Like,
Oh, so she
I'm
got
a
all the
budget,
freaking flyer miles
like,
and all that.
yes,
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So, but I always tell this to them, like, yo, this was completely blindside. Like, I was not looking his
For both
way.
of us. For both of
I
us.
was not anticipating anything. I wasn't looking. You know, even at the time when I met him, I was talking to somebody else. And I still was telling that nigga, like, I don't really want nothing serious. Like, I'm very clear. Like, I just want to, let's just build. Let's just see how things go. And with this one, it was just so organic and so natural that it was a little creepy at first. I was like, who
we
are
found
you?
out that we have so much in common just outside of even wrestling.
Wrestling, yeah.
Just even
and I think
outside of
that
wrestling.
was the next
Oh
level.
God, we got to come back or have y'all on our network to do.
Listen,
He brought
we can
wrestling
do-
back
I want y'all. I
to my
definitely want y'all
life.
back
Because
for
I
a part
watched
2
it
because we really
when I
didn't
was
get
younger,
into
and
what
then I
we
had
wanted
to.
to.
And then he brought it back. Like he was like, these are some of these are the children of the men and women that you used to be like, yeah, these they kids.
Right.
And right. So he literally brought wrestling because my favorite wrestler when I was a kid was Andre the Giant.
Oh.
Till this day, you ask me about wrestling, I'm like Andre the Giant. But was it Hulk Hogan? He ruined my childhood.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he ruined my
don't.
whole
We
childhood.
We don't mention.
We don't
talk
do
about
Hulk Hogan
Terry.
at
We don't
all.
talk about
We don't
Terry.
mention Terry Bollea here.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He's wild.
But he brought wrestling back into my life, and that was something that we do. Like when he's watching that, I'm there right along with him. Like, yeah, right now my favorite wrestler is Asuka. That's
Okay,
Bae.
yo, he hates Oscar. We go into it all the time.
I think she's just the super stereotypical Asian girl, and I just don't like. But to her credit, yesterday was very entertaining.
Yo.
You don't
Yesterday
think
was
it's
very
cute when she
entertaining.
tries to talk and she
I
calls
do all
herself
the
making
time.
fun of somebody?
Didn't I say that? I said yesterday. I said, yo, her English is getting wild better. Like,
Yeah, it is.
I can really fuck with it. But yo, listen.
But
y'all
anyway,
wrap up.
plug your stuff right now.
Right.
Let everyone know how to follow you, where to follow you, when to watch your shows, and things like that.
Okay.
Well, her show is Thursdays, 8 to 10,
Yes.
and Saturdays on Roku from
Extreme
6 to
Vibe
8.
TV. Yes.
Yeah, she's on Roku, but you can pretty much catch her Thursdays on pregameradio.net. You can catch me Fridays and Saturdays, 7 and 9 on pregameradio.net. We just wrapped up our voting for the Artist of the Year, our voting for the next co-host.
That
Like
was
we got.
what? Intense.
I want to thank
Really?
everybody for the support, man. Like it's crazy.
That
Big
was
shout
good.
out, big shout out to the nominees that like Live Johnson.
Shout out
Big
to my man
Shout
Live
out
Johnson.
to
Yo, he
Live
got
Oh,
mad
for
votes
the
too. Like
for
it
the
was
team.
intense.
EDC all day.
EDC, every dollar counts.
Shit.
Sean
Live
Khan.
Johnson.
Every
You know,
dollar
so
counts.
it's a lot of it's we got a lot of what's positive feedback
Yeah.
with this. So big shout out to everyone who's nominated. Big shout out to everyone who's voted. It's just a real good thing. If you guys looking for shows, hit us up.
There you
right.
go.
Word. And the
good.
website numbers went up.
That's what's up.
So, they did. We were getting
No, good.
2,000 hits a day.
Yo.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, that's
So,
awesome.
Get it.
That's what's
but
up.
once again, thank you guys so much for sharing your story, being open and honest with us. We truly appreciate that because that's a gem that no one else can. That's a rare gem.
Everybody wants
Definitely gotta have your
everybody
vote,
wants to be
Patrick.
prude and shit. Just
So-
Yeah.
let me
Definitely
know.
gotta have.
Yeah,
that
we're
one
not
for part
prude at
two.
all.
Let me
No,
know.
which is really good. So once again, thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes.
Next time I'll let you pick the game, but I'll pick the topic.
Oh God, I'm so bringing.
My goal is
I'm
to
bringing
be the
dice.
favorite couple on your show.
Ooh, that okay. That's gonna be a little.
Listen, you already got that.
Huh?
You already got
No,
that.
No, we
No,
got
we
no,
don't.
no,
We're
no.
just the
Other guy.
first couple.
No. You guys are
Nah,
the
you're the
second.
second.
Oh, the second couple.
However, though, I think we need like 2 more, and then we'll poll.
We're gonna try to get Live Johnson.
Yeah, I want Live.
Now y'all got to
Jessica
bring
on
us back
here.
again because there's more. See, there's layers. Y'all got the surface.
We just got damn.
Y'all got the surface.
All right,
Yeah,
but once again, thank you guys so
Thank
much
you
for
so
joining
much.
us. We
Yes, thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having us.
You guys are the first guests we actually did drink with too. So
Facts.
that's
This is the first drink.
because I knew I was like, he's coming.
We do couple shit too. We do couples get ups and stuff. So
Yeah,
like, hit us
all the
up.
time.
Hit us up.
Yeah,
We-
let us
you
know.
know,
We'll
Like we
talk
do
about
couples
that.
get ups. We'll meet in
Facts.
Manhattan, come to Queens.
We're
Yeah.
not.
No,
we're
that'd be
not.
dope.
We're not big on the double dates, but you know.
Yeah, no.
Well, it's not necessarily double
But
dates. When we brought
anything
up our
with
friend
couples, I'm down
Alex,
for.
she has a group. Well, okay, so what happens in S&M stays in S&M,
Ooh, Lord.
but it's couples. She does stuff with couples and she does it with singles. So with the couple, when I tell you it's fun,
Put me in
I'll
the
listen
coffin.
because
got
it's you guys, and I love you guys. Send us deets, and we'll make it
I
work.
got
We'll
you.
make it work. Yeah,
I got you.
that's one thing about us. We're gonna make it work.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
yes,
We got you.
absolutely.
So once again, thank you guys so much for joining
Thank you
us.
for having us.
Until
Next
next
time.
time, take care.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.